Hey guys, what's going on? Sheriff is here, and I'm doing something really different. How different? Very different. While I was in Portland, guys, I picked up the first two issues to IDW Sonic the Hedgehog, and I know what you're saying. Oh, Sonic's dead. Oh, Sonic's dead franchise. Why do you read Sonic? Well, if you've been on this channel for more than probably this video, you probably noticed that I've done a Sonic Mania playthrough, and I've played through Sonic Forces, never uploaded the last episode because I lost the footage, but I might as well say that now. But without further ado, I like Sonic. He's been a part of me since I was a little kid. I grew up and I played Sonic Heroes and I enjoyed Sonic Heroes, and I went back and I played the older games. I just like the blue blur. Yeah, the blue blur. I love him. So while I was in Portland, if you didn't check that vlog, you should really check it out because I was traveling and you guys get to see what I was doing over the summer when I wasn't recording. But I read issue 1 of Sonic the Hedgehog by IDW because, Sonic is no longer getting printed through Archie anymore, which if you didn't know that, now you know. But it's kind of old news, kind of recent, not recent, really. But that's, without further ado, I wanted to really talk about the first issue because I really enjoyed it, and I want to gush over it a little bit because it takes place right after Sonic Forces, which, yes, I can't believe I'm saying this, but if you played Sonic Forces, this is like a follow-up to it, so you should read it if you liked Forces, or if you liked what Forces was trying to do and you kind of want to see a little more of that, or kind of want to see the aftermaths of everything that happened. So without further ado, the Sheriff is going to talk about issue 1 of IDW Sonic the Hedgehog. The issue opens up with them kind of explaining Sonic and Eggman are just kind of two peas in a pod, bruh. Like, they've been fighting for years. Now, I will say this, if you look at that first page, you will realize that they're the final bosses from Sonic Adventure, Sonic Heroes, Sonic Unleashed, and the recent Sonic Forces. And they're explaining that they've been fighting together for years. And after that last battle in Sonic Forces, Eggman just kind of disappeared. Which, if you did play Forces and you understand in the final battle, spoilers, Sonic, and main protag, MC or created character or CC, whichever you want to call it really at this point. You, Sonic, and Sonic, like, straight up blew a hole in that dude and the screen went white and they didn't say what happened to Eggman. So they kind of play off of that in this issue, and they're like, he's disappeared for months. So the Resistance went forward with their plans to kind of rebuild the world and, kind of put everything back to normal after Eggman had slowly taken over. And it's cool because they kind of use the art style from Forces, because you get to see kind of original characters wearing like a lot of the gear that you had options from the video game, which is a nice little touch in like keeping the whole universe together. I see what you did there, Sonic issue 1. Kudos. And I think the first cool Easter egg that you get in the comic, well, besides page 1, but the second cool Easter egg you get is Sonic mentions when the OC character is like, "Oh, you're Sonic the Hedgehog," and he picks up the blue wisp and hands it back to the kid, and he's like, "I knew somebody who used that really well, man. Put that to good use." And I'm like, "Oh God, he just referenced you. He just referenced your character." And I was like, "That's pretty neat." And then, Sonic's beating up on some badniks, and one badnik comes into like the heavy hammer type badnik that you remember from Sonic Heroes. I'm making a lot of Sonic references right now. I'm sorry, but this is the video if you are a Sonic fan and you kind of know the lore. Alright? So just bear with me. So he's fighting off one hammer badnik. One hammer badnik becomes like 4 heavy badniks, and then you're like, oh, Sonic's like, oh. But that's when homeboy Tails swoops in, bro, and they tag team the crud out of this dude. They're doing spin attacks together. Tails is like doing that little thing that he does in Sonic Mania where he like throws him around and like throws him out, he like spins him around and throws him at the enemy. And like, it's really cool to see this dynamic duo put in so much work, because man, I wish Tails would have put in that much work in actual Sonic Forces. Man, I wish he had the development that carried over from Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2, realizing that he is his own person and he can do things without Sonic. Man, I am throwing so much shade. I like this series. Let me stop. But after they're taking them out, they're kind of talking, they're having like these nice little witty banners with each other, and Tails is telling Sonic that like it's been, they took out Eggman, they got control back over the world, and the Resistance is kind of still working on cleaning up. But the Badniks, Eggman's robots, alright, their attacks were random because Eggman was gone. So no one was in control of the robots, so the robots were making these uncoordinated, unplanned attacks. But lately they've been increasing in frequency, and not only they've been increasing in frequency, but they're deploying and they're attacking these towns, and they're being more organized. So Tails is like, something is up. Something is super up with this. And Sonic's like, it doesn't really matter. I'm going, whatever it is, if it's Eggman or not, I'm going to stop it. But then Tails is like, are you sure it's Eggman? Because Eggman likes to, announce his plans. Sonic Heroes, Sonic Forces, Sonic everything, really. He always announces his plans. That is a bad move, Eggman. Bad move. Anyway, so, Sonic is like, whatever comes our way, like, I'm gonna stop it, because, that's who I am. And Tails is like, just be careful, because if you go off and get yourself hurt again, or, or worse, like, what am I gonna do? And that scene really hits home for me, because it really reinforces, I love that issue 1 really drives home the relationship between Sonic and Tails. It's almost as good as Sonic Boom episode 1. Yeah, I said it. Sonic Boom episode 1, best friends, where Tails got hurt. Sonic was like, yo, I'll see you later, pal. You take an early retirement. But that's all besides the point. But the parallel that I'm drawing here is, if you have seen that, is it really reinforces that Tails cares about what happened, and that him getting beat by Infinite and presumably being killed. Yes, we know it happened in After Effects text box, but Tails is still like, he's still regretting that, and he's still scarred by that moment that he thought that his best friend was dead, and he's like, I know you're kind of a rash person, just try and be careful. And that really hit home for me, and I really, really enjoyed that they reinforced their friendship like that. And I really like that, because they are best friends, and you can tell in this comic, within the pages. So, after Sonic telling him like, hey, I'll be fine, I'll be okay, you should just come with me, actually. And Tails, like, he looks at everybody being hurt and stuff, and Tails does the one thing I've wanted him to do since SA1 and SA2. Do his own thing. He's like, nah, man, I'm with the Resistance. I'm gonna still help out other people. People need me elsewhere. You can take care of yourself. Which, kudos to Tails. I wish I had, like, a clap track right now, because look at this boy. He has grown up. Well, technically, he was grown up. I mean, if we're going off of, his character development that he should have had, I really gotta stop getting upset. But after that, he tells Tails tells Sonic that there are other towns and stuff that are still being attacked, and you should head that way, and then that you'll probably get some more information as you keep going. And Sonic's like, all right, cool. He's like, there's a town off in the distance. Run towards it, and you'll find some more action. And Sonic's like, all right, cool, I got you. And then in the background, you see, I guess it's probably gonna be Eggman behind his, Fortress of Solitude, and he's like, deploy the next battalion. and it shows a picture of Amy Rose. So whatever's going to happen, Amy Rose is going to be a next big part of the second issue. And now I'm officially done gushing over the first issue of IDW Sonic Comics #1. What did I think of it? Great, actually. And I don't think... I might be partly biased because I like Sonic. Don't at me, but I do. But I think if the story is going to set up like this, where the consequences of what happened in Forces are still affecting people, and the consequences still actually matter, then I would say that this is pretty good read so far, if this is what I'm getting myself into. Just everything about it, like, just all the nice little references and Easter eggs for the longtime fans. But even if you are a new fan, or even if you have just recently played Forces, I mean, there's a lot of nice little nods in there that really, like, makes the universe feel, like, connected and whole. But Eggman playing this new, I don't know if this is Eggman that we're dealing with or what, but I mean, Eggman taking this new approach where he's like, you know what, I'm gonna chill back, I'm gonna work in the background, and I'm going to, hatch whatever heinous scheme in the background instead of, boldly declaring the next interstellar amusement park. It's great. It's great. I love it. So, I did pick up also issue 2 of Sonic IDW comics while I was like traveling around over the summer. So I did pick up issue 2. So definitely, if you enjoyed my ramblings of IDW Sonic #1, hit the like button, or just say something on the video or comment if you liked it. I mean, I don't really care, but do what you want to do to show this video love, and I will talk about issue 2 because I have it, so, which deals with Amy Rose. Slight spoiler. So without further ado, guys, I'm going to leave you guys off here, and I will check you guys in the next one. Peace.